Okay, so we're back again at square one with the figure that started it all, Raiden from Metal Gear Rising, and Sam. So it's been 7 years since I made this figure the first time. The last time I made him, I thought, this is it. I'm not gonna touch this figure again. But since I had to change all my figures from yellow to flesh, I decided, well, might as well redo this guy. Sam, though, he's the same. It's only the face and sculpt. And then I just revarnished everything. That's it. That's all I did for Sam. Raiden, completely redone. Completely. Now that we have that out of the way, let's check out the figures. Starting with Raiden. Good figure. Not bad in any way, I would say. However, I really lost motivation with this figure because he's so annoying to paint because of all the little details that he got. The linings, all that stuff. It's pretty annoying. Torso, probably the easiest part. When you get to the legs and the arms, that's annoying because you gotta do it twice. Not once, twice. And I got kind of lazy with this figure because I just wanted to finish it up. So I just rushed it at the end. I didn't care about painting the details on the back. And I didn't even try to do anything complicated on the legs. I just did whatever basically. I just want to get the figure done. But try to get the most important parts right. And I think I did just that. And overall, I'm very happy with it. I probably redid his face, I would say 3 times. Maybe. And the problem is getting the colors right and getting everything symmetrical was the biggest problem. Sculpt, nothing difficult because I've done Raiden sculpt so many times, so yeah, I just worked it in layers and yeah, nothing complicated. I have a much better time sculpting these days than I do painting and varnishing. Yeah, varnishing, it's so much fun when you live in Sweden. And the torso, here you can see a before, and here's an after. Really fun doing outlines, but painting it, not so much. But it's always great when you can outline like this. It's not all the time that you can. It depends on the figure, depends on the base, and how it's supposed to look. But this worked out just fine. Very happy with that outline, and if you want to make a Raiden yourself, well, you can just reference that picture right there. Waist piece, kept it simple, just making sure that it connects with the torso. That's it. On legs, you can see that I kind of fucked up the lines right there. They're asymmetrical. Because, of course, they are. They always are when I do something. But I just want to get everything done, so, you know, I just didn't care. Just get it done. That's it. But overall, I think I did a pretty decent job with the legs. Pretty annoying to paint, though. Had a quite annoying time with them. The arms, I made the right one first, and I took my time with it. Quite some time. And I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna rush through it. You know, I just didn't care. I didn't care about getting every single detail because it's just so annoying. There's so many pictures you have to go through and just... yeah. It's annoying. It's an annoying design, but you just gotta do it. And I just simplified things. So I kind of rushed it, and yeah, the arms might not be symmetrical either, but it doesn't really matter because they're on 2 different sides. The only thing that wasn't annoying with this figure was adding the gold. That was it. It was actually pretty fun. And then his sword, his high frequency blade. I probably should paint the back at some point. Maybe I will, but I don't know. Anyway, high frequency blade, it's paper and just some sculpting on. That's it. So that pretty much does it for Raiden. I like the figure. It was annoying, and that's why I hate the figure. But in the end, overall, good figure, but I don't want to do it again. I really don't. Then we got Jetstream Sam. And I probably should have redone him altogether. At least the torso. It's a little bit messy. You can barely tell what's going on there, but that's because it was painted with a huge ass brush. I don't know how the hell I made it, but I did somehow. The legs and arms, I think, are acceptable, but it's basically just a torso, so maybe I will redo that at some point. I don't know. I just want to get these figures done because, meh, want to move on. As I said, everything's same with Sam. Just the face and sculpt. And the sword right there, the scabbard, that's the only thing that's new. But just go through the figure really quickly right here. See the torso, see the legs, see the arms. Revarnished everything. That's all I did, just revarnished. And for some reason, I had the other varnish on top of it, the old one I used, the acrylic one. No UV resistant, nothing like that. I believe I applied one gloss and then one Citadel Minotaur varnish, and it's protected. It feels completely different from my Raiden, which I don't get. Anyway, so the face, you can tell it's a Lego face that I took and I just scratched off the mouth. That's all I did. Painted my own, did the beard, added the scar, and that's pretty much it. I really like the eyes for this figure. I'm not too sure which one it is, but yeah, it worked out fine. Decided to go with the Lego eyes before I used, you know, anime hybrid eyes. But yeah, I decided to go with the normal ones because why the hell not? The look of the games are more realistic than anime, so yeah, might as well. Sculpt, passable. It's not super great or anything. I had to redo it a couple of times because the strands on the front right here, the 3 strands on the sides and the one dangling down in front of his forehead right there, the first couple of times I did them, they ended up too soft. So they would bend and just break. They were too soft. So I had to redo them with a better mixture of gray stuff. So yeah, same goes for the side panels right there. Redid them as well because I sculpted them too soft at first. So yeah, so I had to redo a couple of things multiple times, and that's just, you have to learn from your mistakes. Obviously, you know, you redo the same thing over and over and over again, you get good at it. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. Everything I do just seems to be RNG or luck based. I don't know, it just seems like that to me. Overall, I think these figures, they look great. Now I can start doing stop motion with them again, so that's a relief. Maybe Raiden's paint on his legs, I don't feel like they are super protected or anything. So maybe when I'm doing stop motions, eventually they will scratch off. Maybe. There's a risk of that, but yeah, at least that's one figure less to worry about. You know, Sam feels protected, he feels completely done, I don't have to touch him ever again. Raiden feels a little bit iffy in certain areas, especially the legs and arms. But overall, not bad. Not bad at all. But I do want to have fully protected figures so I can play around with them when making stop motions and such. That's my goal. And they also need to stand the test of time. That's another thing. Right now, I don't have any figures older than a year. So, yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see how well they hold up after maybe 3 years or so. But yeah, that's Metal Gear Rising for ya. Probably won't be making any other figures like I did before. I did Sundowner, I did Monsoon, and that was pretty much it. But yeah, this is just what started it all. This sparked my interest in making figures, I guess. So, whoop-de-doo! That's 7 years now. 7 years of customizing, and this is how it started out. Looks like fucking shit. But hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? And now, we got figures like this. And that is it. See you next time.